The Freaky Friday edition of Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. I'm John Tobacco. We're coming to you live from Midtown Manhattan, the Newsmax headquarters, and we are in the Question Tequila Studios, as we are every single day from noon to 1. Today we're going till 2. We got some bonus time today, and we got some bonus guests. Every day on Liquid Lunch, we bring in a Democrat and a Republican. We talk through the topics of the day. We have thoughtful, reasoned conversation. We mix it up a little bit. At the end, we shake hands, we part friends, and hopefully you're the more better for it. And today we have a powerhouse. Robert Hornak joins us again. He's a Republican strategist. He's been on Liquid Lunch before. And we are graced with the presence of Ellis Henican, world-renowned commentator, thought leader, former Fox News personality.
Sounds like somebody who doesn't have a job.
And you're the co-author with Governor Chris Christie of the book Let Me Finish. And I want to thank you, Ellis, for joining us today. Of course, my managing editor keeps me honest all the time. Frank Morano joins us again. And I don't think we've ever had 4 people in this segment, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, this is revolutionary. I don't know that anybody in television has ever done this. This is going to be something.
We must be breaking new ground today.
Yes.
So, obviously, the whole gun debate is the big story now, and Joe Biden's kind of late limping into the whole thing, blaming it on white nationalism, and then you got these Republicans like Mitch McConnell saying he's not going to bring everyone back to have a vote on something. Ellis, we kind of always say we're talking to the purple people who aren't the zealots, who have practical common sense, and they take decisions on things topic by topic, not by the color of their party. But are the Democrats trying to politicize this too much?
No, I mean, you ought to politicize it more. I mean, this notion that, we can't talk about it because somebody just got killed, I mean, that's a dodge, right? That's a delay, so I don't actually have to do anything. Listen, Americans, vast majority of Americans agree on this, right? Something like 94% agree that we need to have stronger background checks. A significant amount of people support some kind of reasonable ban on these military-style assault weapons that can kill dozens and hundreds of people at a time. I mean, that's the easy stuff. If we can't get that done in a week, there's something wrong with us.
Hey, Rob, I got to agree. I tend to come down more to the right, center right, but 90% want background checks, 74% want some kind of bans on military assault-style weapons. I think the common ground is, hey, let the first responders and public safety officers and police, let them have the souped-up weapons, the semi-automatic stuff, and everybody else just have a regular manual one. What do you think?
Well, if you know the facts about guns, you know that this is all just a red herring. A, we have background checks. You cannot sell a gun in this country if you're a licensed firearms dealer without the person coming in going through a background check. The very few small number of transactions, and these are private transactions, these are not done through licensed retailers.
Like gun shows?
Like some people at gun shows. If I have 20 guns and I want to sell them off, I can take them to a gun show. If I sell them to a person that resides...
So there's no background check.
It depends on the
So
state.
if I'm a bad guy,
no.
I go, hey, all right, I can't go down to Walmart and get my gun.
There's a reason.
So let me go in the local Craigslist and see where the gun show is, and I can go buy 2 crappy guns and go trade somebody for a really good one and no one knows about it.
First of all, that is regulated at the state level. If it's 2 people that reside in the same state, the state has the authority to regulate. States regulate those transactions differently.
I mean, seriously, there's always some reason we can never do it, no matter how many children we slaughter.
Let me ask you this. Here's a simple question.
There's always the timing right, the loophole. What do you want to do? Do something.
What can we do?
But that's it. That's what the left they have this laundry list of things they want to do to get rid of all the guns in this country that are longer than both my arms put together, and they've lined up the dominoes, and they're ready to start knocking them down one at a time. They want to start with background checks because they think it's low-hanging fruit. But then they're going to go after assault rifles. Assault rifles is a misnomer.
But Robert, let me ask you a question. So you're telling me that this lunatic in Ohio that had lists about raping women, killing women, and they went to high school with, this lunatic passed a background check?
Here's the problem, the real problem that the left doesn't want to address because they want to scapegoat the guns. We have a mental health problem in this country.
Well, let's say you're right about that.
80% of the people that have committed, hold on, just give me 30 seconds. 80% of the people that have committed mass murders in this country have passed through the legal system and have been flagged as being potentially nuts. Okay, Cruz was. Almost all these guys have had contact with the police where they could have been red flagged. They could have used the civil confinement laws to get them into the system, which would have prevented them from passing a background check. But the police never pulled the trigger.
It sounds like we definitely need to do a better job with background checks.
We need to enforce the background check rules.
So that's one thing I think everybody can agree.
We have background checks. We don't use it.
Let's talk about the mental health thing for a second. People are crazy all over the world, right? We have about the same number of people with
Probably
mental
about a
illnesses.
50% ratio in this studio right now. Crazy.
Absolutely. Sweden, Africa, everywhere. Basically, we have some people have mental health problems, most people don't. Yet we in America have the vast, almost all of these mass killings. What happened to all the crazy people other places if that's really the problem?
Well, the reality is we don't have all that many mass killings. There are mass killings in lots of other countries.
Maybe too many. How about that? Maybe we have too many.
There are too many, and 80% of them could have been avoided if these guys had just been taken by the police. The civil confinement rules were exercised, and they would have been in the system.
My last question on guns, Robert. My last question on guns, Robert, is there is gun regulation, right? You're not allowed to go and purchase a machine gun, right? So,
well, if you have the proper license, you can.
No, you can't. Machine guns have been illegal since the
No,
since
you have to have a
1930s.
federal firearms license to own one. You can buy them.
So the regular people can't go and buy a machine gun,
All you have to do is
So what's the matter with also banning high-capacity magazines?
Because there's literally no difference between the way a so-called military-style rifle works and the average semi-automatic rifle that people use for hunting or any other purpose.
Frank just has such a reasonable question, right? These magazines, I don't know if you know about them, but they have like dozens, sometimes as many as 100 shots inside that one magazine. There's no reason a normal person needs.
How many times has somebody ever been killed with a 100-shot magazine?
41 people were hit in some way or another in 30 seconds.
One time.
To me, I'm all for the constitutional framers saying we should not have our rights to have guns infringed upon. Mm-hmm. That's like number 2 thing. So it's after freedom of the press. That's like the next thing that they wanted us to be aware of, and they turn out to be pretty bright guys when you look at some of the stuff they've done. Okay, I think we should have guns, but why should the cops and the first responders and the public safety officers be at a disadvantage? They should have 100 bullets, and they're trained and they're out there paid by our government to protect us.
Yeah, they should have the best
Regular people
weapons.
should be disadvantaged.
They should have the best weapons available.
But so should the criminals.
But the truth is also, well, no, the average person should, because these guns are used far more often in self-defense than they are used to kill innocent people.
Ellis, we got to get your take on what Twitter is doing with Mitch McConnell. They've suspended his campaign's Twitter account because he posted a video of some protesters outside of his house using profanity. This is crazy, right?
I didn't think you need to control it. Honestly, it's hopeless, right? I mean, you can't, through social media, control people's discussion, because if we ban them from Twitter, they'll go on to something else. That's not the. We got to deal with practical solutions. Because, man, would you want to be in the job of deciding this site is okay, this other site is? It's impossible. You can't do that.
But I mean, did Mitch McConnell really do anything that merits being suspended?
I don't think. Believe me, I have a lot of things I want to confront Mitch.
I bet you do.
His Twitter feed is
not one of them.
Pretty far down the list.
Right, this is crazy.
Well, get the bell ready, because I'm going to agree with Ellis. This is absolutely nuts. Look, Twitter and these other companies, they want to be treated as if they are public utilities, like they don't interfere in what's going on. But they do. They regulate the content all the time. They want to have it both ways, and it can't continue to be that way.
Here's the both ways part of it. I don't understand. I mean, these are private companies, right? They should have whoever they want on their thing. They should have whatever rules they want. What surprises me sometimes when I hear my conservative friends, there's stuff going on at the White House about this right now, talking about trying to control the content, and they're being mean to this group, and they're being, go start your own Twitter, right?
I agree with you 100%, except for one thing. They want to be taxed and treated and regulated as if they were a public utility. They want to be treated as if they were the Verizon phone company, where they don't interfere in what you discuss on the line. But they are interfering in what you discuss. They're interfering in who can communicate, and that you can't have it both ways.
Well, look,
it can't be utility and regulated content.
This is definitely a new development in technology in our world. Most of our legislators are old, gray-haired men who have no idea what they're talking about, so that's another challenge we have, a cultural challenge.
Or women.
We are not challenged whatsoever to mix it up with a Republican and a Democrat. We all just agreed that the Mitch McConnell stuff is crazy. I ring the bell when Republicans and Democrats agree. And we're going to hope.
4 minutes?
Yeah, excellent. Do we have any clips for this?
No, we don't.
Definitely agree some more, mix it up a little more. Right after this, we'll take a quick break. Coming back with Ellis Henican and Rob Hornak right after this.
Good. Stick around a few more minutes.
Yeah,
Excellent.